Have you ever wondered, as Socrates did, what is the meaning of life? This question, seemingly simple yet profoundly complex, is one of the many profound inquiries that Socrates, the renowned ancient Greek philosopher, posed to his fellow Athenians and to the world. Socrates was a man of wisdom, a seeker of truth, and a beacon of introspection and self-knowledge. His philosophy centered around the pursuit of understanding, not just of the world around us, but more importantly of the world within us. He believed that the key to wisdom was to know oneself. Socrates once said, "An unexamined life is not worth living." This statement encapsulates his philosophy, which was centered around introspection and self-discovery. He taught that the path to wisdom was not through the accumulation of wealth or power, but through the relentless pursuit of self-awareness and understanding. Now you might ask, why is this important? Well, Socrates believed that true wisdom came from recognizing our own ignorance. He argued that we must first acknowledge our lack of knowledge before we can begin to learn and grow. This humility, this recognition of our own limitations, is the foundation of wisdom, according to Socrates. But Socrates' philosophy was not just about self-reflection. He believed that our actions, our behaviors, and our decisions should be guided by our pursuit of wisdom and self-knowledge. He suggested that when we know ourselves truly and deeply, we are better equipped to make moral and ethical decisions. The question, what is the meaning of life, thus, for Socrates, could not be answered without first asking, who am I? He urged us to look inward, to question, to ponder, to reflect, and in doing so, to discover our own unique purpose and meaning. So, let's embark on this journey of introspection and understanding as we delve deeper into the wisdom of Socrates. As Socrates once said, the unexamined life is not worth living. So let us examine some of his most impactful words. Scene script. Socrates once stated, "I know that I am intelligent because I know that I know nothing." This paradoxical statement is a testament to the Greek philosopher's profound wisdom. It's a profound reflection on the nature of knowledge and ignorance, and it resonates powerfully in our world today. Let's delve into this theme as we navigate the vast landscape of Socratic thought. Socrates' view on knowledge was not about accumulating facts, but about understanding one's own ignorance. He believed that recognizing our own ignorance is the first step towards genuine knowledge. This is not a call to embrace ignorance, but rather an invitation to acknowledge our limitations and to be open to continuous learning. In the realm of education, this concept is especially relevant. We often equate knowledge with expertise, with having all the answers. But the wisdom of Socrates turns this notion on its head. For him, true knowledge is not about mastering a subject, but about engaging with it, questioning it, and being open to the possibility that we may be wrong. It's about being comfortable with uncertainty and embracing the journey of learning. This wisdom of Socrates encourages humility in our pursuit of knowledge. It reminds us that no matter how much we learn, there is always more to discover. It challenges us to question what we know, to seek understanding rather than just facts, and to be ever curious and open-minded. But what does this mean for us today? It means that education is not just about teaching facts, but about fostering a love of learning. It means that being an expert is not about being infallible, but about being open to new ideas and perspectives. It means that ignorance is not a failure, but a starting point for discovery. In the words of Socrates, there is only one good knowledge and one evil ignorance. Reflect on that as we move on. This is not just an ancient philosophical concept, but a timeless truth that continues to shape our understanding of knowledge and ignorance today. Scene script. Socrates asked, "Is it not living that matters, but living rightly?" This question, like a polished gem, encapsulates much of Socrates' philosophy on virtue and morality. The Athenian philosopher, known for his Socratic method, was a staunch believer in the pursuit of virtue as the highest form of happiness. To him, to live rightly was not just about following a set of rules, but rather it was about aligning oneself with the highest ideals of goodness, truth, and justice. Socrates saw virtue as the cornerstone of a well-lived life. He proposed that virtues such as wisdom, courage, moderation, and justice are not just abstract concepts, but practical guides that can lead us to genuine happiness. He believed that a virtuous individual is not swayed by the winds of fortune or misfortune, but remains steadfast in their pursuit of what is right and just. This perspective invites us to reflect on our own actions and decisions. Are we merely existing, or are we living rightly, as Socrates would urge us to do? Are we guided by the virtues that Socrates held in high esteem, or are we led astray by our own desires and fears? For Socrates, morality was not a mere social construct, but a universal truth that transcends time and culture. He argued that moral knowledge is not something that can be learned from a book, but something that we must discover within ourselves. This introspective journey, he believed, is the path to a life of virtue and morality. Applying this Socratic view to our daily lives might seem daunting. After all, the pursuit of virtue requires not just understanding, but also courage and determination. But perhaps it is in this very challenge that the value of Socrates' philosophy lies. As Socrates said, "He who is not a good servant will not be a good master." Consider this as we delve deeper into his wisdom. Scene script. Socrates questioned, "Is not the city, which is deemed to be the best governed, the one in which the good are most rewarded?" Socrates, a man of profound wisdom, was a critical observer of society and the democratic system of his time. His philosophies remain relevant, continually prompting us to question the nature and structure of our own societies. He believed in the importance of rewarding goodness, asserting that the best governed city is the one where the virtuous are most appreciated. He regarded society as an organism, a complex system of interdependent parts where each individual has a role. Much like a well-oiled machine, he believed society runs smoothly when individuals perform their roles responsibly and effectively. This idea resonates with the democratic principle of division of labor, where everyone has a part to play for the common good. Socrates also emphasized the significance of knowledge and wisdom in society. He believed that informed citizens, armed with wisdom and virtue, are the foundation of a well-functioning democracy. This belief underscores the importance of education in today's democratic societies, where informed decision-making is crucial for the prosperity of the whole. Furthermore, Socrates was a staunch advocate for justice in society. He argued that a just society is one where individuals are treated fairly and their rights are respected. This idea is a cornerstone of modern democracies, where justice is seen as a fundamental human right. But Socrates didn't just urge us to build a better society, he also encouraged us to continuously scrutinize it. He understood that complacency could lead to the decay of societal values and democratic principles. He knew that for society to thrive, it must be willing to introspect and evolve. Socrates knew that an unexamined society is not worth living in. Let that sink in as we wrap up. As we reflect on Socrates' wisdom, let's remember to critically examine our societies and strive for the rewards of goodness, justice, and wisdom. Socrates believed we cannot live better than in seeking to become better. A profound statement indeed. It is an invitation to each of us to continually strive for self-improvement and personal growth. Socrates' teachings, as ancient as they may be, hold a timeless wisdom that is as relevant today as it was over 2,000 years ago. Imagine a life dedicated to the pursuit of betterment, a life where every day is an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. This is what Socrates preached and practiced. In our lives, we too can apply this philosophy. Whether it's learning a new skill, nurturing a talent, or improving our relationships, we can always strive to become better versions of ourselves. The beauty of this philosophy lies in its simplicity. No grand gestures or monumental changes are required. Instead, it's about making small, consistent efforts to improve. It's about recognizing that every day presents a chance to learn something new, to grow a bit more, to become a little better. The teachings of Socrates also emphasize the importance of humility in our quest for knowledge and improvement. To truly grow, we must first acknowledge our own ignorance. We must understand that there is always more to learn, more to discover. It's a humbling realization, but it's also what makes the journey of self-improvement so exciting and rewarding. In the hustle and bustle of our modern lives, it's easy to lose sight of these simple truths, but Socrates' teachings serve as a reminder, a beacon guiding us back to the path of personal growth and self-improvement. They remind us of the importance of curiosity, humility, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. In the end, Socrates reminds us, the only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. So, let's continue to learn, grow, and seek wisdom in our lives. After all, as Socrates so wisely taught us, we cannot live better than in seeking to become better. An unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates. I know that I'm intelligent because I know that I know nothing. Socrates' education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. Socrates. By all means marry. If you get a good wife, you'll become happy. If you get a bad one, you'll become a philosopher. Socrates. Wisdom begins in wonder. Socrates, know thyself, Socrates. Employ your time in improving yourself by other men's writings, so that you shall gain easily what others have labored hard for. Socrates.